Hi, it's Susie with another quick exercise tip. Now today I wanted to share with you a simple way that you can increase the difficulty of a balance exercise in a way that's not quite as commonly used. Now all you'll need for this are, you can either use weights like I'm going to use, or you can find two differently weighted objects at home to use. Now the key here is that we want to make sure that the weight is different on one side compared to the other. So we need one item that's a bit heavier and another item that's a reasonable amount lighter. So we're not talking a kilogram here, we're talking a couple of kilograms if you can. Now you're not going to have to lift the weights up and overhead, so you can choose something that's a little bit more challenging, provided your balance is sufficient. Now, as always, when you're doing a balance exercise, make sure that you've got support nearby or that you're in a safe environment to do that. And what I'm going to do, I've got two different size weights that you can see very easily from the size here. And I'm going to have one in each hand, and I'm going to focus on a slow high knee march. Okay? Now, the side that is carrying the heavier load is pulling me down. So I'm having to work really hard in the muscles on the side of my trunk and the side of my hips to try and make sure that I stay upright, but also that I stay balanced as I'm raising each side up. Okay? Now it's really important that you're also changing the load and putting the heavier side on the opposite. And you might find that one side's a little bit easier than the other. It's usually the case that it's your arm that you're more likely to carry groceries on, feels a little bit simpler to do compared to the other side. So you want to try and perform 10 slow marches, so that's 5 either side, alternating. Have a short break for about 30 seconds and swap the weight over to the other side. Perform that twice, and the key thing here is that you don't want to perform 2 on the same side and then 2 on the other side straight away. You want to keep the heavy weight on, say, the right hand side, then for the next lot the heavier weight is on the left, then for the next lot the heavier weight is on the right, and the final lot the heavier weight is on your left. This way the load is constantly changing and it's constantly challenging your body. If you're keeping the load on the same side, your body will get used to that pattern and it won't get quite as much benefit as it can. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tip. Stay safe, stay active, and I'll see you soon for another quick exercise tip.